So, in the spirit of talking about series, apparently, I spent the last 9 hours watching the series instead of reading for an exam I have tomorrow. And it's the season 3 of the Ginny and Georgia series. So, this is what I have to say about this series. This season. This series. I'll start from talking about the characters. First character is Marcus. Marcus is a nice guy. Like, he's really nice. Like, he's there, but I don't know, he's possessed. And I want to talk about his parents because they are not really listening to his sister. They didn't really listen to his sister because they are twins. So I feel like she's feeling whatsoever he's feeling, but she's just the outward type, and nobody would listen to her. Nobody was listening to her even when she was seeking for attention. All they were saying is that she was making the whole situation about her. They weren't really paying attention to her. So she was going through a lot, and she was telling her parents that he needs rehab. But they say no, he needs to get his grades also that he graduates. Sha, Marcus, I give you this award. Like, you are a drunkard. Because I think the word alcoholic is like a polished version. You be drunkard, bro. Even piece of bed, guy, come on. But Marcus is real nice. Like, he's a good guy. He's a good person. If he would just get his shit together and allow people to help him build back his mental health, it wouldn't be bad. He wouldn't be a very awful person. But for now, he's very awful because he's making his parents sad and he's making his sister sad. So, and that's enough for that character. And we'll talk about the Meng. The Meng. So this Meng, yeah, like Max, Abby, Nora, and Ginny, right? Ginny. So, but this friendship isn't really friendly because I know Max can be overbearing, she can be too much most of the time, but if you're a crew, like a clique, you're a clique, so you shouldn't really move the other person by the side. And thinking about the onset, like when they became or when they turned into the Meng, when Ginny entered the group or when Ginny joined the group, it was always Max who was, you know, trying to make her feel among. And then now that Max is busy with Broadway, you just carry Max, shove her one side. It's not good. If you're a friend, be loyal. Like, be loyal. I'm a very loyal friend, though. I don't want. So, but I felt really bad for Max because she really needed somebody to talk to. She needed somebody to, just show up, just talk to her. Just talk to her. And others were feeling like one expired milk. Sure, that's the kind of friends they are. But I feel like Ginny is more grounded, like she's more comfortable with the Brianna crew or the Brianna clique more than the Meng. So, but it's not my business, yeah. Let's talk about the star of the show, Georgia, the executioner, the mayoress murderess. So apparently she killed Cynthia's husband. I don't know why. Like, you went to get your son and be waiting, and you just go there, go to suffocate somebody in on my hospice. Why? The man was going to die, true, but then allow him to do his thing. Allow nature to do its thing. Helping nature. My own problem there is that she's actually a very strong woman. She's very formidable, but then she's too much. She still they do like come out to a wrong with that accent. When they make too much, you go, she should go and rest. And then they just ruin this boy's childhood. He needs therapy, like a very long therapy. That's Austin to say. And then I want to talk about Zion. Zion, when I first saw him, I praised the God of Zion. So, but then Zion is a very, very fine man. And then he was young and blah, 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 blah. But he's also a bullshit person. Though he's nice, but it wasn't really. And then let's talk about Paul Randolph. I'm getting the Roundoff. Roundoff. I don't like Paul. Like, that guy is too white for my liking. Like, he's too caucus. He's too Caucasian. Bro, nah. I felt it from the beginning that he's just a weak ass Caucasian man. And I was right. Although they were both Caucasians, but I was right. And it's not like I'm happy for their divorce, but I'm actually happy. And now, let's talk about another pretty boy. Joe, 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 Joseph. Joe. Sha, I love Joe. Joe is that person. Like, is that person you can always go back to. Like, you always remember that person when you are mostly in need because that person is going to help you. Always. Joe is a very, like, epitome of loyalty. That's Joe. He's also fine and tough and can cook. So, but then, Joe is soft. Like, he's a woman's man. Like, he's a woman's man. Yeah. Which other character am I forgetting? Yeah, Silva. Silva should go and jump into a gym because she don't have sense. Her body weight, her body size is covering her head. Because when Max was asking her about Marcus, he's chill, he's cool, he's chill. What the fuck is cool and chill? Please. Sorry for my language, but what the heck? And now Marcus is a drunkard because of you. Because you are using fake ID card to go and buy him beer and alcohol. That's so unhinged. According to them, that's so unhinged. And then for Randolph's assistant, Ishiba Oyenka. So, but yeah, it's all good. And Simone, yeah, Simone is nice. I like her. She's a bold woman. I love her. and she's black as her hair. So, my dears, who do you think is responsible for Georgia's pregnancy? Because I hope it's who I hope it is. So, and then people like Ginny, people like Ginny should try and be careful about people like Wolf. But Wolf is also a nice guy, but then he's not a nice guy because that's whack. Sure. So, who do you think is responsible for the child Georgia is carrying? Let me know in the comments section. Ciao.